broken and new distractions were highlighted. That's when I first heard the words of Adam Kokesh, who said, "I will die knowing that I gave everything I have to create a freer, more peaceful world of abundance for my children." This statement immediately struck me. I kept it in the back of my mind. I locked it away in a vault for a time. I had no idea it was coming. Then on April 10th, 2019, as I worked in a remote town, alone and apart from my family, I had a heart attack. I'm about to have if these papers keep blowing. Quick action and the calmness of my wife, whom I had called with the first symptom, saved my life. As I sat in the rear of the ambulance, I realized what I had to do. See, desperation led to inspiration. At that point, I decided I would not allow my children to carry on that mentality. I now understand that I cannot complain about things that I will not stand up to change. I decided that I would run for office.
Yeah.
How can I critique the quality of service of anyone if I will not stand up to take on that responsibility? If I would not make those sacrifices, then I had no reason to challenge those that did. As our congressman helped the power suspend and to declare war pass from Congress to the president, I became angered. As we utilize systems such as immigration and healthcare to score political points without finding solutions, I become driven. As state senators claim to be farm kids and introduce no legislation to protect family farms, I become emboldened. I promised my children that I would no longer complain if I won't sacrifice, and so I did. I'm running for Congress. I'm running because our state and our nation can be better than it is now. I'm running because we can find a solution to immigration. I'm running because we can find a solution to health care. I'm running because we can rein in our spending at the same time we enhance freedoms and liberty.
Yeah.
I'm running because with my policies we can be stronger. I'm running because I believe in action over words and representation and not lame duck legislating.
Yep.
As we continue on this road, disregard the words of detractors who will say, "Not now. This is not the year. It's a wasted vote." Those are the words of the frightened. Those are the words of the system that does not tolerate your views. Those are the words of the people that want you to sit when now is clearly the time to stand.
Yeah.
Stand with me. Stand with the woman who will be known as Madam President. And stand with one of the voices of liberty and soon to be Mr. Vice President, Spike Cohen. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Spike.
All right. Thank you, Dennis Grace. Don't forget to vote for him come November, right? Before we bring up our next speaker, I want to give a shout out to Jared Weimer for putting this event together. Jared has worked tirelessly, night and day, to get us where we are today. And look at this. Thank you, Jared, very much. It is an honor for me to bring up my next speaker, somebody that brought me into the Libertarian Party of Nebraska. Not that that means anything to you guys, but it's a big deal. Anyway, my very good friend, Mr. Gene Sidek.
Thanks for being out here, everybody. Gene Sidek, U.S. Senate candidate, Libertarian U.S. Senate candidate for Nebraska. I'd like to start today with a little bit of gratitude. First of all, I'd like to thank Spike for running, for being a candidate for the party. I'd like to thank him for coming to Nebraska and let us do what political parties ought to do and rally around our candidates. Thank you for coming out here. I want to thank all the Nebraska Libertarians, past and present, that run for office. It's not an easy thing to do to put your name on the line and put your name out there and run, but we need candidates for the growth of the party.
That's right.
I want to thank all those Nebraskans who have helped to manage the party. The state chairs, the treasurers, the secretaries, the district coordinators, past and present. It's your efforts that make our party succeed in this state. and we are succeeding. I want to thank all the volunteers here today. They do all the little things that make this event a success. And finally, I just want to thank all you for being here today and enduring this another Nebraska summer. Nothing unusual about this, though, is there? I want to just dive into spend a minute talking about history. I think we need to understand the history of the party a little bit to understand our success, and we are succeeding. I came into the party in the late 90s. The ensuing 10 to 12 years, we gained ballot access as a party and then lost ballot access. Honestly, I wasn't ever sure if we were going to be sustainable or viable, but we decided to give it one more try. And in August of 2010, our fourth attempt at ballot access, we submitted 8,000 signatures to the Secretary of State's office, and we became a party, a legitimate party in the state one more time. However, we got a little smarter about our approach. We looked at those state laws that were impeding our progress. And we had the good fortune of at one of our state conventions wandered in a state senator by the name of Laura Epke.
Woo!
She took pity on us? I don't know. No, I think she liked what she saw, and she converted over, she re-registered as a Libertarian, and I want to say she tweaked one law, she proposed one law, and this shows the power of having a Libertarian in an office. She tweaked one law for us, LB 32. It was epic. And because of that one law, the Libertarian Party in Nebraska is going to be sustainable from here on out. Thank you very much, Laura Epke. Where are we now? We have 16,000 registered Libertarians in the state. 16,000. We have virtually no marketing budget, so that's all word of mouth. That's all people seeking us out. Imagine if we had a little bit of a marketing budget. This is all word of mouth. We get no help from the media. It tells me that Nebraskans are ready for something different. They're tired of the old parties.
Yeah.
And where are the old parties? Where are the Republicans? What happened to fiscal responsibility as the federal debt skyrockets past $26 trillion? Where are the Democrats? What happened to civil liberties? Everybody's worried about China spying on us. The U.S. government's been doing it for years.
Yeah.
And where is the media? What happened to the media's role of calling these people out?
Yeah.
They showed us one true element of the media. It's all about the money
Yep.
with the media. So I just want to thank everybody for being here. Speaking of the old parties, and Ben Sass, my opponent. Where is Ben Sass? Yes. What does he do? He tweets about the president's overreaching authorities. Well, damn it, that's his job to stop that from happening, not just tweet about it.
That's right.
He sits in his office, he puts out press releases that Nancy Pelosi is addressing.
Right.
He talks about judicial responsibility and the fact, he's on the Judicial Committee, by the way. He talks about the judges he's bringing in, how they're constitutionally, they have constitutional backgrounds. Well, just the other day, the Supreme Court allowed Nevada to give more liberty to casinos than to churches, for crying out loud. So where is he? So what can we do about it? Well, first of all, just being here is a huge motivating factor for all of us. Thank you for being here. Talk to individuals. Anytime you talk to anybody, mention the party. You can give a little money. A little money will go a long way for us. If you think about getting involved, talk to some of us. We need people to help manage the party. If you want to get involved in any other way, if you even feel like you might want to run, don't hesitate to ask. We'll help you out. I'm going to be here. I've been here for 20 years, and I'm going to be here, God willing, another 20 or longer if I can, as long as I can stand. I'll be here with my cane in 20 years. But we're here to help you, and I just want to say we're here to work for Spike, for Joe, for the Libertarian candidates, help us out, please. Thank you for coming out. And I'm going to hand it back over to Scott. Thank you very much, everybody.
Woo!
I'm going to lose a job if I'm not careful there, Gene. Way to fire him up.